Alright. On my mic. Well, I had to tell myself, man, I got a stream right for 3 minutes. Then I'm gonna end it. Then I'm gonna go back, start it again. I eat some chicken. I ain't ate all day, man. All day. Then I got the hot sauce and honey, with chicken and bread, Let me show y'all. I done demolished this bitch. What? Woo, shit.
Right experience. There were 4 levels of nicotine. There was like 2.7, 1.8, 1.5, then we had a low below 1. So what I did as a scrappy guerrilla marketer is I had these white boxes and I wrote on them Marlboro, Newport, Marlboro Light. What did that do? It identified that smoker and which logic they should choose because there were 30, 40 different brands on the counter. We had a plain white box. I just wrote the brand of the cigarettes on them. This was so different because
simplicity sells.
Yeah, so right away, oh, you want Marlboro? Take Logic Platinum. Oh, you do Marlboro Light? Logic Gold Label. This was great. I'll tell you another thing I did. I dropped the secrets in some high ticket, call them masterminds that people hire me to speak in. So I'll drop some bombs here. Trademarks. Trademarks are very powerful. You can make claims with trademarks. What is one of the greatest trademarks of all time that I did for Logic? They said to me, Howie, if you want to claim that you're the most trusted brand, you need to get a focus group. Focus group? I don't have $250 for a focus group. I started with 10 grand. How can you get out of the focus group and just claim something? It's like the 5-hour energy guy. He never claimed it was 5 hours of energy. He just called that was the brand. That was his brand, right? People try to sue him. And he said, no, that's my brand. All I say is feel in minutes, last for hours. So I took that concept for myself and I said, okay, I'm going to register under electronic cigarettes, the most trusted brand. And it went through. 2,000 taxis in New York. Logic, the most trusted brand. I was the first one on taxis in New York. I had 2,000 taxis, $150 a month, advertising. I was in every bodega. I took over New York and the 5 boroughs. I didn't even go to the West Coast. I stayed focused on the East Coast.
So you mastered guerrilla marketing.
I mastered guerrilla marketing by being in the streets, in the stores, talking to the managers, talking to the workers, and I still do it today.
You do better than anybody else?
I do it the best of my ability. I don't compare to anybody else. I just look at my results, and my results speak for themselves.
You got amazing advice, my friend.
All right, cool.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. You guys, we just walked up to and interviewed a $100 million entrepreneur at his compound, you guys. This is one of the craziest houses that I've ever seen in my entire life. And he made his fortune doing what? Inventing an e-cigarettes company. He disrupted an entire market, and he did it by solving problems. He said that I got tired of seeing people die from cigarette smoke, so he wanted to convert them over to e-cigarettes. There you go. You can make money any way you want if you're entrepreneurial. This video just got off to a crazy start, but we got to go get this next one out here in Boca Raton, you guys. Come on.
Alright guys, screw all the weapon builds, because with this one weapon, you can kill all the bosses easily. Why should you take minutes to kill any bosses and aim for it?
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, is this your house? What did you do to be able to afford this place? What did you do to be able to afford this place?
I'm a tech entrepreneur.
So I go all over the world interviewing the most successful people to help the younger generation. I'm going all over asking homeowners what they did to be able to afford multi-million-dollar houses. I wanted to know if I could interview you for 1 minute real quick. Just a minute. It'll be worth it. It's for the younger generation.
Okay, yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
So what business made you the most amount of money?
In 2003, I started a tech company, and I sold my last company for $235 million.
235 billion?
That's right.
That's a lot of EBS.
Hey, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's why we live here.
How did you get the money to start that business?
Oh my gosh. My grandma gave me a $10,000 loan.
You got a loan from your grandma?
Grandma, she didn't even know what the internet was.
How did you convince her to give you a loan?
You know what? After nobody else would give me money, I knew she was the one person that would always make a bet on me. And I told her the internet was going to be huge.
What did you see that early that inspired you to kind of go create a tech company in internet marketing? Because when I think 20 years ago, that's in like the very early 2000s. That was when people were questioning whether that was going to be like a boom or bust sort of thing. What did you see that made you want to stand out and go build a company there?
Well, I'd already worked for a company that did go bust, and they raised $100 million. And I thought, hey, I think I could do this better myself.
So you got the $10,000 loan. Did you raise any more money at any point in time?
No, I didn't. I used the $10,000 and I bootstrapped it from my kitchen table.
So what were you doing? Like, who were you selling to? What were your customers?
Selling to advertisers. I was trying to displace the billboards and the yellow pages. I mean, this was really early on.
What was that thing that you did to be able to set up the exit for over $200 million?
Honestly, it's innovation, market demand, timing. Luck plays a lot to do with it. And the people. I had great people. No one's successful alone, especially in tech.
Man,
I don't know
when
how
I
to code,
cook,
but I
man,
definitely know how to find the
I
number one
cook.
person as a CTO that does.
Were you a good saleswoman?
Oh, yeah, the
Shit,
best.
Did you
good.
sell well?
Oh, Oh, yes, of course.
Give me a little 30-second long sales masterclass right here. Somebody, they're struggling to close deals. They're struggling to bring that revenue into their business right now. What's your best sales advice for anybody in business?
My best negotiation advice is not to let emotion come into a deal. So whether it's something good or something bad, the moment it gets emotional or you get emotional, you lose.
How do you control that though? Because when tempers are flaring, when you're feeling a certain way inside, how did you control that when you're in that room?
It takes time. It's a skill. It's a skill that you have to really focus on. I think the best and most successful people I know don't let emotion control them, and they'll wait it out.
Now, talk to me about how you were able to scale the company. Because a lot of entrepreneurs, they'll be lucky to get to $1 million in revenue. It's like 0.1% get to 10 million, and then let alone you went from 10 to 100 million. What was your secret to scaling this company?
Oh my gosh, having great mentors. And the easiest way to find a mentor, I could be your mentor, is saying these 3 words. Let's have coffee. Honestly, simple as coffee makes a huge difference because it's 15 minutes, and if you can get the mentor, your ability to multiply your success is significant. So finding the right mentors, I cannot tell you. If you don't have a mentor, you will not be successful either. Do you have a mentor?
I do.
Oh, good. See, that's why you're you.
I have a couple.
Okay, it makes a huge. I today have so many mentors depending on what business I'm running. I'm running a lot of them. I have a mentor in every single one that's already been successful. The mentor doesn't have to be someone 20 years ahead. It can be someone 1 year ahead. Just someone that has already been where you want to go, has done what you want to do, and actually cares about you and your growth.
So after exiting your tech companies, you're still building companies.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I got 4 right now.
You have 4 companies right now.
Yes.
Are they diversified or?
Diversified. I got 2 tech company. I got a Web3 company, a predictive intelligence company, a beauty company, and a beverage company.
What's keeping you going? Because you're set for life. Like your kids aren't gonna have to work. Like what is really keeping you going to be able to keep on building companies? Is it just the love of the game? Or
I
what?
love the love of the game. I love to win, and I love to help people, and I love to help entrepreneurs. I've invested in over 150 companies because my grandma made a bet on me, and I want to pay that forward.
And what's your name?
Kim Perel.
Kim, it's great to meet you.
Hi.
Guys, these Florida moguls are going crazy right now, and I'm headed to go get my next one. But I want to give you one of the best pieces of advice that I've ever received from a billionaire, which is that your ability to communicate will determine how far you go in the business world. But here's the problem. Writing clear and confident messages to heavy hitters isn't always easy, especially when it comes to professional emails, proposals, or even Slack messages. But that's where Grammarly comes in. Grammarly is an AI writing partner that works inside of your favorite apps like Gmail, Notion, and even Slack, helping you write better and faster without having to switch tools constantly. You can literally go from a rough draft to a polished message within minutes, not hours. You can rewrite, rephrase, and adjust the tone of your message all with just one click. And it even tailors your writing based on the audience you're trying to reach and the goals of your message. So what you say lands the exact way you want it to. But you want to know the best part? It is completely free to use. And all you have to do is go down and click the link in the description of this video, or go to Grammarly.com/hardknock05, and you can use Grammarly today for free. With that being said, let's get back to the video. Sir, is this your Ferrari?
Yes.
What did you do to be able to afford a Ferrari?
I sold the biggest company in my industry in 2018.
What type of company?
It was a specialty finance company.
How much did you sell your company for?
Almost 100 million.
100 million?
Yes.
Could I interview you for 1 minute real quick?
Sure, I've got a few minutes.
How long have you been a business owner?
So I've been an owner since 2000, so about 25 years now.
Over these 25 years, what's the greatest lesson that you've learned about entrepreneurship that you give to somebody about to start their first company in today's world?
So I've worked for 3 of the biggest companies in the world, and I was in a senior management position in those companies. And what I learned is it's a lot better to make money for yourself and the people that work for you as opposed to really big companies. So the best advice I can give is to start something on your own if you really want to make it big. Take a chance and bet on yourself.
Did you come from a lot of money?
I did not. Blue collar neighborhood, Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Dad was a mason, mom was a housewife.
So what was your turning point to financial freedom?
I worked at a big company and had a really good mentor. He taught me a lot, and he was the one who said, if you really want to be successful and make a lot of money, it's not going to happen if you're working for a big company. You have to find different alternative ways to make money. So I started a little side business while I was working full-time and realized that that was my passion. Again, the message is betting on yourself.
And what was the biggest risk that you took throughout your career?
Biggest risk I took is probably one that I took in my early 60s, which is where I am right now, and that's raising a lot of money from people that trust me, millions of dollars, and being responsible for that. It was easy to do that when I was younger, but once things started to set in, the enormous responsibility to manage manage other people's money is something that's really important.
So in your 60s, you're still taking risks.
I'm still taking risk and I'm not stopping. As a matter of fact, we're starting a restaurant in about 2 weeks, and some people see one restaurant, I see a chain of restaurants. Whenever I do something, I try not to focus on the present, try to focus on the future and have a vision about what it's going to become in the future.
And you're in the top part of the top 1%. What are you investing in right now in today's world?
So they used to say it's 100 minus your age. I have a broker's license. I was on Wall Street, and 100 minus my age would mean I should only be 35% in equities. I'm 95% in equities.
You're 95% in equity.
Yes.
In
So
the stock market?
in the stock market, but I've also invested in a cryptocurrency fund, and I put a pretty significant amount of business in there, whereas, Bitcoin is 40% of the holding. So
you like crypto?
I like crypto. I'm starting to really understand it and starting to see that it's the next gen.
Do you think people should buy some cryptocurrency?
I do, but I think it should only be a percentage of their portfolio. So if someone has a modest risk profile, it should probably be 10 to 15% of their profile. It's 25% of my profile.
What was the best financial decision you made throughout your career?
Becoming an entrepreneur, no question, no question.
Would you have done it any other way?
I would not have done it any other way, and I wouldn't change anything. I'm happy sitting in a Ferrari right now, and I'm happy where it ended up.
All right, you guys, so I have a special surprise for you all right now. Since we're in Boca Raton, it was only right that I hit up a good mentor of mine, my billionaire friend, Sean Mike, who built several nine-figure and billion-dollar companies. His company right now that he's running has done $5 billion in sales, and he invited us out to interview him at his house for you guys, to give you guys the blueprint on how to become multimillionaires in today's world. But let's go link with him right now. There he is.
What's up, man?
How's it going, my friend?
How are you, bro?
Good, man. I'm excited to be here.
See you.
Hi, I'm Will
damn,
with
man.
R&R Tire Express, and I'm here to tell you about our everyone's approved affordable
there you go,
payment
right there. I
options.
show for the same.
Most-
Soon the good
We're
part.
ready,
Come
we're ready
on,
to drop
man.
some game for some people,
I have
man.
no doubt about it, dude.
Remind the people right now, how much money did you make this last year?
We did $850 million.
$850 million.
Yes, sir.
That's a lot of M's.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work. Made a major difference in the world. A lot of people made a lot of money at the company, which is amazing.
What are you going to do this year?
We'll do $1 billion. It'll be the first time I've done $1 billion in a year.
That's incredible.
It is an incredible number.
And I come all the way out here to ask you how you got rich and how the younger generation watching can become wealthy in today's world. Can we make that happen?
Absolutely. Anything for you, man.
What business has made you the most amount of money?
Life insurance.
That's an unsexy business, though.
It's a very profitable business. Yeah.
How-
I like
how-
it.
how is
Life
it possible?
insurance.
Because I find need-based products, right? So real estate was my first business. That was very good to me. I did very well. Then I got into waste management, and then I had somebody introduce me to life insurance business. So when I can't run out of leads, and it's need-based, and I can't run out of people to get in front of, and all I got to do is compete with everybody else that's out there, it's an amazing business.
Did you come from a rich family?
Hell no. My mother worked 3 jobs. Me, my mother, my brother, and all the cats and dogs she had and birds she could get, lived in a little one-bedroom place. I watched my mom struggle, and my grandparents didn't have any money. My father was from Iowa. My mom raised us. So no, man, we didn't have anything.
So what was your turning point to financial freedom?
Well, if you've watched your mother struggle as a boy, I got a little brother. I watch my mom and I see the stress on her, and I see how it almost breaks her, and I see how hard she worked. And I played baseball, basketball, football. My mom didn't go to my games, not because my mom didn't love me. My mom was working all the time, morning, day, night, weekends. So I was like, I want my mom to have a better opportunity eventually. I don't know who else is going to provide it for her, and I didn't want people to look at me and our family, and I don't want them to look down on us. Not because I thought I was better than them, but I was just as good as they were. And so I just wanted to compete when I was a young age. So I watched the way people looked at us because of what we didn't have, and I was like, I'm not going to live the rest of my life that way. I promise you that.
In my last interview, you gave me a piece of advice that Arthur Blank gave you when you asked him. I'm going to challenge you again. Give me the best piece of advice that you've ever received from a mentor. Think about the billionaires that you've met. Give me a tactical piece of business advice that you've learned in the last few years of your life that have enabled you to drastically scale and become a better entrepreneur and just self-improve in general.
I was sitting in a meeting with a group of people, and we were looking at each other's businesses. And there was a gentleman that walked in, and he's a great guy, very successful. He's like, I want to be the most successful person nobody knows about. Like, I just keep it moving. Billionaire many times over. And he looked at me and he said, you know the problem you have in your business? And I said, I probably have multiple problems. I'm trying to scale it. He said, you're not delegating enough. And I said, okay, what would you delegate? He said, almost all of it. You need to continue to do what you're doing, but you need to build other people up by learning how to delegate, the art of delegation. So he said, anything that you can teach somebody to do, even if they're half as effective as you at it, then you build something massive. And maybe if you get out of the way and delegate it and watch them grow, you'll be shocked what you can accomplish. That's how I'm on my way to $1 billion. Like, we'll do $1 billion this year. How? Because I've been able to delegate and have all these amazing people that are like, I can handle the lead gen part. I'm over here doing the marketing. Oh, recruiting, I got that. Oh, on the tech side, yeah, Sean, we're doing these 5 things over here. And they have the ability, and they know I'm comfortable with them going and making these decisions. And guess what? They're going to make bad decisions on occasion. It's okay. Give them the leeway to know that they're going to fall on their face on occasion as well. So that's been actually probably the best piece of advice I've gotten over the last number of years now, to continue to scale my business. You can only go so far when you're trying to do too many jobs, fit too many roles, because there's people that are distant and they leave the business, and I think that's a problem. I've exited businesses I did in real estate, waste management, life insurance. The ones that have been successful, I stayed around it. When I sold my real estate company, they should have kept me around. They should have. They didn't. They're like, I got it from here. I was like, okay. And a couple years later, the whole thing just fell apart. Waste management company sold to a massive national company that had the infrastructure, but some of the guys transferred over and still stayed. Life insurance, I stayed involved because I love the business I'm in, and I want to continue to take it to the next level. You're never the only person that can do it.
Are you a good salesman?
I'm the best salesman you'll meet. Unlike the other guys that tell you the best salesman, I am the best salesman.
I'll give you a 30-second sales masterclass right here.
At the end of the day, you have to have such great confidence, and you have to be so presumptive. No matter what you're doing, you can't ask for anything. You instruct somebody. If I have a need-based product and you're my lead-based client, you have to be in the lead selling bit. If I'm not going to cold call or cold knock, you'll fail. So you have to get leads. You have to be presumptive.
When you say presumptive, you mean assume the sale?
Yeah, like I'm at the airport yesterday, and the guy says to me, he's stumbling. So then he restates his thought and says, would you like to tip on the card, or do you want to give me cash? That's presumptive. I'm like, dude, do that. Yeah. Don't go, well, and we have a tip cup. No, would you like to tip on the card, sir, or do you want to tip with cash? And if I have a product that you've already said you need, all I have to do is cut through all the garbage and go, James, you understand. Tell people the truth. They're dying for the truth. What are clients afraid of? What are buyers afraid of? Being lied to. Their number one fear is being lied to, not paying too much. They don't want you to lie to them. So I'll give you one statement, change your life. No matter who you're selling anything to, you say, hey, James, may I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Do I have your permission to be ridiculously, pathetically, brutally honest with you this entire time we're talking about the product? Yeah. No matter what it is, you're totally fine with me telling you the truth no matter what.
Yes.
Okay, done. So if it's life insurance and I go, James, it's going to cost you this much because you're older in your health. James, your house, your roof's leaking. James, what's it going to cost? A lot, James. The entire thing's leaking. Like, you've given me permission to be honest with you. And also, sales is just, it's a marathon, not a sprint. People are not looking to be enamored or tricked. They want the truth. And if you're confident, I'm confident. If you're uncomfortable, I immediately think you're lying to me because you're uncomfortable. And my favorite line in sales is, here's what we're going to do. Because it becomes here's what we're going to do. James, I hear you on all that, but here's what we're going to do. No, I understand what you're saying. Today's not a great day to do it. Here's what we're going to do.
So it's safe to say that you could sell water to a fish.
Yeah, and it's funny because when people tell me, they're like, I could sell snow cones to Eskimos and ketchup to white gloves. I'm like, dude, sales doesn't require talent. The reason I'm good at it is I'm very teachable. I look people in the eye and I'll tell them no matter what they need to hear, I'm going to tell them the truth. I'm going to stand behind it. I'm going to work my ass off. I'm going to invest in leads, and I'm going to invest in me and getting better. So other people could beat me if they'd outwork me because it doesn't require any talent. See, the biggest misnomer about sales, anybody that tells you they're a good salesperson because they're just a good salesperson, they're lying. They just work harder and have more leads. Am I good at it? Yes, I've done it a lot. I've had plenty of reps. There's also guys in the UFC that have been fighting since they were 6. Yeah. They're good at it. Why? They've been fighting everybody their entire lives. They're starving, and they've been fighting everybody. They know where to put their hands. They train every day, 8, 10, 12 hours a day.
I'm going to be real. That's some of the best sales advice I've ever heard.
Thank you, man. That's what you told me. You doubted me. I could see it in the eyes. You're the best salesman. I was like, the other people aren't, so I had to step up.
That was some game right there. Guys, $850 million in a single year. And he said, I'm doing $1 billion this year. That entire interview was a straight masterclass. I can't believe we just linked up with the legend, Sean Mike, once again. You know he was going to bring $1 million worth of game for you guys. Not $1 million, $1 billion worth of game. But let's keep this video rolling and go get another one, you guys. Come on. This is one of the craziest houses I've seen in my entire life. I can't even call this a house. This is a compound. Let's see if we can get some free game.
When it came time to take things to the next level, I knew that I had to make a website, and Wix was perfect for that. I'm Josh Harmon. I'm a musician, I'm a content creator, and I'm a sound effects artist. I wanted to create videos as universal as possible that had no language in them so that anyone could enjoy them, and that was how I came up with the idea to do sound effects. I took our tunes and I used my drum set and the instruments, and I recreated all the sound effects to the scene where they're cooking up some soup. From the moment I uploaded this video, I just feel that something was a little bit different. It was insane. I was 25 million views on Instagram. I really didn't know what to do, and it was my grandma. She just turned 99. She said, you've got a good idea. Now's the time to focus and just keep doing it. Now I have over 20 million followers across my social media channels, and each of my videos gets millions of views. As my brand continues to grow, creating a website is the natural next step. And so I made a website on Wix. I wanted the website to really represent me and my entire brand, and it perfectly matched the tone that I was trying to get, which is playful, yet professional. When the website came together, I had a similar feeling to how I feel when I've gotten that perfect take on one of my videos. I had a big smile on my face, and I just was like, oh my God, this is perfect.
Unlock the world's largest, most liquid financial market with Forex.com. Forex, or FX, involves trading one currency for another. It's a big deal with a daily turnover of $7.5 trillion. Forex markets are super liquid, ever-changing, and available 24/5. That means one thing: potential trading opportunities. Discover these potential opportunities with Forex.com. Explore 80-plus FX pairs and act decisively with leading platforms, exceptional execution, and low costs. Build your knowledge with comprehensive educational tools, videos, and webinars. Open a free demo account and learn the ropes in a risk-free environment. Take advantage of expert analysis, live commentary, and elite charting. Experience the...
How you doing, sir? Good. Is this your house? Yeah? Yeah. What did you do to be able to afford this place? Yeah, so I grew a channel to 14 million followers. I go all over the world interviewing business owners and the most successful people to help the younger generation. I wanted to know if I could interview you for 1 minute real quick, if that was cool.
Okay. Okay, come on in.
Is that okay? Could we do it out here for lighting purposes?
You know what? Let's do it outside, in the back. It's a better light.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. What line of business were you?
I'm in real estate.
Real estate?
Like multifamily.
Why multifamily?
It was an accident. It was like a one conversation in a family members. They said they owned one and they lived in the other three, and that's what I did. I bought my first fourplex.
Actually.
Yeah, I live in one and I rent the other three. And that's how it started.
People say you have to have a ton of money to get started in real estate. Do you agree with that?
Hell no. You don't need shit. When I bought my first fourplex, I spent $50,000 that I borrow and I earn and sell all my cars. The second fourplex I bought with $5,000. The third one I bought with $3,000. The last deal I think I bought $72 million. I bought with zero money.
What do you mean zero money?
With zero money.
Did you borrow money or what?
Nope. It's a creative financing, brother.
Creative financing?
Yeah, there's no banks, man.
How does that work?
Well, you gotta build your reputation, you gotta build the credit, and there's the people that want to give you the money all the time, and you just gotta find the deals.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
I can tell you there was a year that I lost $250 million.
You lost $250 million?
Yeah, and I remember I don't learn shit from my successes. Like I can tell you how many millions I made. It's not about that. It's about the lessons and the failure I made in my life.
How did you lose $250 million in a year?
Well, the market dropped, and so it was like a lot of equity and a lot of cash.
So what did you learn from that? Like not put all your eggs in one basket, or what was that lesson?
No. This is exactly that I play safe. When you get bigger, you get more comfortable, and then you overanalyze stuff, and you forget about yourself because you got all the answers within you.
What was the lowest point in your life?
It was 4 years ago when I almost committed suicide.
You almost committed suicide?
Yeah, on this boat right there. That boat. I almost took that, took my scuba diving gear, went to the ocean, and did the last dive.
Why?
Well, because I was always looking for validation from the outside world. That's why I'm so successful in the businesses, because anything I touch turns to gold, but I forgot about me. My businesses becomes my identity versus I have my own identity to grow my businesses.
So you don't think money buys happiness?
Oh, hell no. Fuck no. Oh, dude, don't get me started. Money doesn't buy you. The only thing money buys you time. And then what you do with that, if you're a douchebag, you're gonna be a bigger douchebag. If you're a good human being, the money's gonna give you more.
It just amplifies the person.
Amplifies exactly who you are.
So what is it that enabled you to find that true fulfillment and happiness? Like when you hit rock bottom mentally, when you almost took your life, what was that actionable step that you take? There's a lot of people that are at rock bottom right now, mentally, physically, spiritually. What advice would you give to them?
Brother. Thank you for asking the question. I appreciate that.
What advice would you give to them?
It doesn't matter how hard time you're going through right now, it's gonna pass. And it doesn't matter like you're on the top of the mountains, it's also gonna pass. So connect with yourself, fulfill yourself, work on yourself, and you know what? Baby steps. You don't have to win. You don't have to immediately get enormous, huge wins. It's just a little day at the time, 1% at the time, just little steps. And the most important, talk to somebody. Do not hide. Like, you know what we men do? We freaking hide. When we go through shit, we don't tell anybody. And what you got to do, you got to really sit down with somebody and you got to make sure that you have a trusted people. Not somebody at the bar. That's not what I'm saying. And really, drug, not alcohol, all this shit doesn't take you anywhere. We have all the addictions because what happened is we sedating with that. Yeah. And I was sedating with work. And then I was sedating with working out. I was an Ironman, then 1, 2, second, winning them. Yeah. So it's like, this is just sedation. Workaholism, workoutaholism, alcoholism, drugs, everything, gambling, food, all this stuff. It's a sedation because we don't want to be in the present moment and connect with ourselves.
If you died tomorrow and all that was left was one guiding principle that you could give to somebody to become the best version of themselves, what would that be?
The only message I'm not gonna change. We got everything, like you got everything what you need already within you. Go deep, search for it, and work on yourself. Be selfish for a while. Do not get married too early. and build this empire. You are the biggest asset in the world, and you're the only one. Take care of it. Build the castle. Everything else is abundance. It will come. You are loved, you are abundant, and you got everything within you. Go enjoy the journey, not the destination. And the person you become on the journey. Because we all want the shortcuts. You know what I mean? I always tell people, don't get any shortcuts. Take the detour. Because the person you're gonna become, it's gonna help you in life.
You got amazing advice, my friend.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much for your time. All right, you guys, that's a wrap on today's video. He said, come on in. I said we want to do it out front. He said, no, we got to do it in the backyard. And he just gave an amazing, wholesome interview, man. Told us his full life story, the highs and the lows. But I need you guys to like and subscribe for amazing content we've got coming every single week. Guys, I'm going all over the world to interview the most successful and the wealthiest people for you guys to learn from and implement the information that they give you guys here on this channel, only on this channel at the School of Hard Knocks. And if you want to take it a step further and be able to get access to the millionaires and billionaires that I interview, well, you can, because every week, guys, I host live calls with the people that I interview, the 8, 9-figure billionaire entrepreneurs you see me interview. I host live calls with them every week inside of my private entrepreneur community. If you want to join today, go down and click the link in the description to join. You can join right now for free. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to get mentored from the biggest business owners in the world to help you start building the business of your dreams and create financial freedom. So I can't wait to see you on the inside of the community. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video.
Hey man, it's my bed.
Hey, you don't mind.
Hey,
right?
that's my bed, bro.
You don't mind, right? I just want to take a nap real quick.
No way, this stranger is just sleeping in my bed, bro.
He's itching his ankle.
I feel
he got too comfy, bro.
He all comfortable and whatnot when you sleep over at your friend's house. Yo, how's it going? Before this video starts, I just want to say a quick thank you to the sponsor of this video. Yes, dog, Once Human. Once Human is an open world game to where you can grind, build, a beautiful house, build some cars, gather some loot, and get stuff done. If you enjoy games and working on projects with your fellow boys in a beautiful open world, this is the best game for you. All right, so listen up, yo, because there's some exciting new stuff that comes with this said game. Currently, Once Human just dropped this new system called Divisional Wheels.
Now, Droid, what is that?
Let me explain it, brother. Pretty much, for the nerds, it enhances the server and makes the gameplay look 10 times better. It's gonna be a lot more beautiful, a lot more smoother, just all around. It feels like a brand new game. What comes along with this beautiful new server, there are more monsters, creepier monsters. That means maximum and newer loots, which means more loot, double loot, a higher chance of getting rarer loots. It's a no-brainer, dog. It's a no-brainer. You like farming, you like getting loot, you like getting awesome equipment that makes you look fly as hell, boy? Once Human. For my fellow gamblers, what's up, yo? How we doing? If you think about it, life's a gamble. And in this game, that game preaches the hell out of that slogan. Now watch this. In this game, if you lower your sanity, you have a higher chance of, that happening to you. But high risk, high reward. You get better loot, brother. There's also going to be some spring festival events coming up. Now, what is this festival event entitled, Droid? What a fantastic question. Let me enlighten you, okay? This event
Will Smith.
Switch to Chrome to load your favorite sites fast, so you can browse with ease. Fast, safe, yours.
Bro, I got the wrong ice cream. I both got cookie and cream. Bro. Oh my god. Oh, I got the wrong ice cream, man.
So just been out trying to.
You lost 200?
Yeah. I had like heart failure, so they're like draining the excess fluids. So there's a lot of like water weight.
Feel better now?
Yeah.
What's your diet?
Now it's like I'm on like a low sodium diet, so just like pretty much like no salt on anything. Yeah.
But what kinds of foods do you normally eat?
Like chicken, steak, broccoli. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What are the things you shouldn't be eating that you do eat?
Well, I haven't really been eating a lot of stuff that I shouldn't be eating. Like, what I've been having an issue with is like portion control. Eating more than I should.
Like when you eat?
Yeah.
So have you ever tried to like really diet in the past?
Yeah. It's worked before. I just couldn't stick to it. Like the low sodium has worked before. I just worked for about maybe 6 months, and I lost like 150 pounds, but just fell back into the routine.
It just comes back.
Yeah.
It comes back.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you do that's like active right now?
Shit, I'll be performing and shit. Yeah, pretty active.
And then outside of that, that's it, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What do you think you're capable of?
Anything I put my mind to.
Okay, I like that. That's a good mindset. All right, come here. How comfortable are you getting down to like a push-up position?
Probably not.
Full range of motion though in the shoulders and everything?
Yeah.
What about squatting?
I could try it.
Okay, I'm gonna grab some dumbbells.
Okay.
And then we'll try both those things. All right, so when's the last time you've done like shoulder press?
I don't think I've ever done a shoulder press.
Right here.
Okay.
You think this is too heavy?
Let me see. No, I got it. Okay.
So light work?
Okay, now what do I do? Just go up?
From here, straight up. Yeah. Control it. Yeah. Squeeze your glutes so you're standing, makes you stand more upright. Yeah. Keep you stable. Turn out when you get to the top. Other way, sorry. Straight up. Press. One more. Good. So can you squat? Just like body weight, just like this.
Okay.
Regular. Send a little wider. Yeah. So, how difficult do you rate that? If you put that on a 10, how hard were both those things in combination?
Probably about like an 8.
Okay, that's good. Take a second. One of the best things as far as that you can do for fat loss, at least now, besides just like walking and moving, is upper body, lower body stuff.
Okay.
It's gonna get the heart rate higher. Having to like work here and then work here. It's what you can do right now, just where your body's at. And so both those things in combination, it'll get your heart rate up, it'll be good for what you're looking for. I think the goal should be like just more movement. And besides the actual training part, like of more movement, obviously the food is very important. How bad do you need that chair?
Probably just take like a 2-3 minute sit. That should be good.
What if you just didn't do it? Just stood here. I
could try. I could try for like a few more minutes.
Okay. Just for a second. The biggest thing for you is just going to be, it sounds, I don't know if it doesn't sound silly, but everything for you just moving and not sitting down is a workout right now at this point. No disrespect at all.
No, that makes sense.
So that's why I'm just trying to like keep that to a minimum, right? and just focus on your breathing. We'll take a rest regardless, and we'll do set by set. Is there anything that like you think you have a really difficult time with? Like, is it like what is it? The eating, movement?
Probably like standing.
Yeah.
Long periods of time.
How often you get out and just?
Not too often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm convinced that's gonna be one of the most useful things for doctors.
Yesterday, yeah. It's talking about getting on regulating my medications and
That died, man.
I darkness alone. That's my darkness. That's why I laugh at these motherfuckers. Think they know me? You think you know me? Come into my dungeon. It's a lonely dungeon because you're one dungeon alone every day. Train this hard by yourself. Let's get it, Izzy.
Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police. Oh, I see. All the way up.
All the way back. Miles.
Yeah, but these are beautiful. The mountains that way.
This place is nothing but trail. This is the 6th hole right here.
Yeah. Even look at the grass.
Right?
Fuck.
In Las Vegas?
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy. Stay hard. Nice, is push, push, push. Pass halfway.
This ice cream is
My man.
Oh,
good work, bro.
What's gonna happen?
Yes.
I tried to match your pace.
Good job, brother.
But then I did it for like just over halfway, and I felt when I said, "Okay, this is the push." That was that little hill.
Yep.
But I was okay, legs, 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 and I was watching you. I tried to match it.
The hill got me.
Yeah, the hill got me.
Good job, boy.
All the way. Let's go.
Good job.
No. I was like, and then when I saw you at the golf course, I was like, all right, stay hard.
Hey, man, you stayed real hard, man.
I tried.
I mean, you definitely kept that pace, boy.
Nah, but in the beginning, I was trying to match. We're in sync. We're in sync with the rhythm.
You were right with me the whole time.
And then the hill was like,
The hill always gets everybody.
bro. It was such a little
Didn't break me, but
a few more incline, but I was like, oh, okay, this is the push. Because we had a few on the way. Fuck, my mouth dry. Hold up.
Do you need waters?
Hey, so do we have time? Are we done? Or we have time?
No. What time is it now? 11:50. Cool. We got time. Let's do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's go get our shorts on.
Yeah.
Get in the gym.
Oh man, he's different.
All right, we did a 740 mile.
Wow, 740 miles.
Yeah. Yeah.
8.7K. Yeah.
Yeah, so 7 minute 40-second miles. It was pretty damn good, man. Especially with these hills.
Yeah, oh no, it was good.
I didn't think I was quite at that pace. I don't know, I was a little bit behind that pace.
Nah, you were on. When you're doing your ultra marathons, when you get to 40 miles in or whatever, where's your head at?
That's when, from 0 to 40, that's when my head's the worst.
Really?
Because I don't want to do it. You know, because I do it just for, in 100 miles, I get 10 years of life.
Yeah.
Because like, the experiences, you know, it took, you're 35, I'm 50. What I realized in my 50 years of life is it took so many ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs for me to get the knowledge I have. You put your ass out there in that race, 200 miler, 300 miler, you get all those ups and downs in 70 hours. So basically the first 40 miles, I know how long it is, it's gonna suck. And then it's like, okay, now I'm in that pain place.
Yeah.
I'm in the place that I came to seek.
Yeah.
So
that's the deep end.
Yeah, that's the deep end where I know people now start to waver.
Cause I saw my boy Nick Brockman. He did this first one was run across Australia for homelessness, and did a new one, which I helped him with. I can't remember. He did one around the track.
He almost got that motherfucking record too.
Bro,
that's
so
sick.
close. But
people have no idea.
Well, even the thing is, he wouldn't sleep some nights, and then he had drop foot. So I saw them have to tape his ankles. He has a documentary on Netflix which showcases it, but I saw it live. They had to tape his ankles to just have that.
So his foot when it dropped down?
Yeah. So and then he had fucked up blisters, toes coming off. I mean, you know this. So he's just like, he's just shuffling along, and then seeing him just grit.
Just go. I love that.
Where's my other phone? That's my background on my other phone.
Oh, that's legend. Yeah, I actually saw that picture, man.
Yeah, so that's the one where I was running with him, and then people come to support him and whatnot. But seeing that, see like the tape, or I can't zoom in, but like, I have it on my background just because I remember I don't have a right to complain.
Right.
We'd wake up after 2 hours sleep or barely sleeping and just.
Only thing I can compare that to is I've never gone that far in that many days.
Yeah.
But I went to my first Badwater race, 135 miles, and my feet were broken.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I went to the start line with that tape on.
Oh, really?
I started the race with broken feet and got fit that year.
For me, it's the breaths in between that video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They don't know me, son. And the breath. Gonna carry the boats, the logs. How many times I've said that when I'm in the red zone, when I'm deep in it? They don't know me, son. They just hype you up.
About 5 seconds. You get push to 70 RPM. Hold it for just a little bit. All right, let's do it. Nice, come on. Get 60 easy. Nice.
Let's go, Iz.
That's real easy. All right, push 70.
I can say this ice cream right here, chocolate chip cookie dough, that shit got too much fucking cookie dough in it. God Man, I done took by goddamn 50 cookie dough, man. God damn, man, I'm finna be up all night. I shouldn't have ate this shit, man. Shit. Food, though. I'm definitely gotta go shopping tomorrow. But I ain't got nothing to drink in my refrigerator now. I just drank the last sip. Ain't got nothing. Might go to the gas station. I don't know.
Come on, 70 easy, come on. Nice.
Pushes, let's go. Nice.
Come on, 70.
Nice.
Yeah. 60.
Nice. Keep pushing, keep pushing.
60. Yes, sir. 60. Come on. Yeah. 60 easy, come on.
Let's go, Izzy.
70.
Push, 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 push.
Come on, 70, come on.
Go, 70, go, 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 go.
You know what deep waters feel like. You know what deep waters feel like.
That's what you wanted.
Yep.
Let's go.
Yep. Yeah. You know what deep water feel like. Yeah. Keep the breathing up too.
Yeah. 60.
Yeah.
Push, 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 push.
60.
Yeah.
60.
Fuck. Ah. 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 Yeah. Oh. 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 Okay.
75 seconds. We're going to stair climbing.
That's what I wanted.
You can really like this one, man. This right here is called a Merry Christmas. All right.
What is April? We love Christmas.
We're going to 9 levels. So just hit this up button right there. Yep. Yep. Put on 9, no hands. Get your balance. Do a little warm for a couple minutes, and then we'll hit the all leg drive.
Let's go, Izzy.
This thing I have like 40% rule. What's that? When you get to the place you're in right now, now's when you gotta find the other 60%. Because you got that much more left in you.
So, chase the red.
Level 11.
Nice, stay there, stay there, stay there. Stay there.
Come on, stay there.
Oh, no, you got it, you got it. Stay there, stay there, stay there, stay there.
Now play a song inside your head and walk to the beat.
Yes. Song.
Play a song in your mind, walk to the beat.
Push, push, push.
This means you're gonna find out right here if you still wanna fight. You still wanna fight? You still wanna be a champ? This is it right here. This is it right here. Like you said. You wanna go on your sword, right? On your shield? Let's do it, come on.
Let's get it, Iz. Stay right there. Championship rounds. Championship rounds, let's go.
Go on.
Push. Push.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Push.
Let's work.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Whatever you do not come off the machine, Izzy. If you got hold on, hold on. Do not come off the machine. Let's go. You got 10 seconds hold and come off it.
Push.
Off. 10 seconds hold and come off.
You're in it now. This is where you want to be, Iz. Let's go. This is where you want to be. Let's go, Iz. Embrace the darkness.
12, Izzy, 12. 12, when you start hurting, go higher. Yeah.
Nice, stay at the top, stay at the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
DNA to quit anyway.
Hold on, yep. Yeah. Hold on 10 seconds.
Keep going.
Use the whole 10 seconds if you have to. Yeah, nice.
What's going on in your mind right now, Izzy? What's going on there right now? One step.
One step, yeah, that's it.
Go, come on, this motherfucker, Izzy. Keep him on it. Keep him on it.
Let's go. Keep going.
Just stay at the top, stay at the top, stay at the top.
Keep going. Yep.
Yeah, nice, at the top.
Let's go.
Motherfuckers thought this was a joke. It was a fucking game. Ain't no game, brother. This is what it's all about right here. Don't come off this motherfucker, is it? The more you hurt, the higher we go. Up one more level.
Nice, don't come up. Next step at the top.
It's just a guessing fight. It's just a guessing fight. Right? It's just a guessing fight. You've done it before, you've beaten it before. Because if they're hurting, you're hurting, if you are willing to go to another level higher, that's when you break them. So come off it easy. Resolve. If your road ends, mine begins. Come on. Keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going. Come off it easy, don't come off it easy. Get it back on it, get it back on it. Get it back on it. Quickly. Resume.
Let's go, Izzy. Nice. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's go, Iz. 2, 1, 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. He's got 90 seconds. Get ready for 90. He's got 90 seconds. He's got 90 seconds. He's got about 80.
Fuck. I thought we were gonna do like arms or something.
Flush the legs, walk it off a little bit. Little walk, little walk.
That's your machine right there, Izzy. Hey, somebody get a trash can, just in case. A bag. You got about 30 seconds. My man. Fuck. And guess what? I do all this alone. Alone. I ain't got nobody. That's where the shit comes from. I ain't got nobody to push to this level. That's my darkness. That's why I laugh at these motherfuckers. You think they fucking know me? You think you know me? Come into my dungeon. It's a lonely dungeon because you don't want to do this shit alone. Every day? Train this hard by yourself? Come on, man. And this is, you see me breathing heavy? Exactly. So imagine the level I go to. Let's get it, Izzy.
Somebody call the police. Somebody call the police.
Now you know. I love bringing them in. Come on in. Let's see how much of a joke this is. 60, Izzy.
Man, I already been through no lie.
We got 60, you go, nice.
That's it, nice. Circular rhythm.
Back to 60.
I haven't done that in a while.
Nice, back to 60.
Fuck. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. Ah.
60.
I can't get on my knees. I'm cramping.
Get it out, get back on. Get it out, get back on. Since his legs are cramping, we'll take him somewhere else.
I'll try to get on my knees.
You got it?
Sorry, Coach.
Oh, you good, man. She got it, she got it.
No. Let me do it. No.
All right, Izzy. What we're gonna do now, that's your wall right there. I'm gonna move it, give you some wall sits with me for a second.
Wall sits?
Yep.
What's
You
that?
probably cramp up, so basically, it's how it looks. I'm gonna be over here,
What are we doing?
looking at you.
Okay.
Oh, this was punishment back in my day. This was in our I think that's why I'm quite tough, because we had this stooling down. Do this for an hour. And if your leg touches the ground, you get whipped. But we call this motorcycle, Okada.
Hey, if you can't, don't do it because you're cramp.
I'll do this.
Yeah, let's go flat.
I can normally, but I just.
Put your legs both together. There you go.
And then we do this, like motorcycle, so we call it Okada. And if your arm drops, we have many punishments. So I think that's what made me quite resistant to pain. Yeah.
Stay up, Izzy. Stay up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay up, Izzy.
Nice. Pull. Yeah. One more. Yeah. Nice. You got it.
Noisy. Noisy. Eh? Noisy. I think say y'all will one day land inside your stick.
Nice. Use momentum. Swing your legs if you have to. Swing your legs if you have to. Watch out for your knees. Yeah, watch out for your knees, yeah.
Thank you. Oh, fuck. This hurts.
Oh shit. My bad. Nice. Let's go.
Engage the whole pinky. Engage the pinky.
Adversity is a privilege. Let's go. Let's go.
It's a privilege. It's a privilege.
Let's go.
Nice.
Felice. Hey, hold on, man. You know where I'm going with this right here. 8 years ago. Damn.
When
what?
Lockup visited Kentucky State Penitentiary, we met Felice Johnson, a longtime inmate who practices a very different kind of homosexuality.
But we have sexual desires.
Yeah.
Right? So you got a bunch of men locked up in one place. All of them get hard. All of them's horny. All of them got sexual desires. So what are they gonna do? You won't let them have a woman. They gonna have each of somebody's gonna have to give us some booty. And it's just that simple.
The most memorable story that Felice told us was about the place and importance that booty has in a maximum security penitentiary. And he went on about it and on about it.
In his prison, booty. Booty was more important than food. Booty, a man's butt.
This 6 years ago. Hold on, man. We got through the comments. Oh, man.
It was more important. I'm serious. It was more booty, having some booty was more important than drinking water, man.
Hold on. He said booty was important more than drinking water. This nigga addicted.
I like booty.
Johnson went on to tell our crew how he used to satisfy his sexual desires, especially during the 19...
Hold on. What was that? Hey, I want to know what was inside this right here. Oh, man.
During the 19...
Let's just look at, bruh.
1970s and 80s,
Brother, like he played no games, man.
when he was most active and prison security was more lax.
When I see one, and he looks good to me, when I go see him, I say, you come here. I say, I'm telling you what, I like you, and I want you. And we can do it the easy way or the hard way. So the choice is yours, right? And it was always yes.
Johnson also had a warning for the new generation of inmates. They might be asking for trouble from old-timers.
You know, they got this thing where they sag their pants past their butt. It's a style, they call it some sort of gangster style. You know, it's sexy to us, right? And see, but they weren't prepared for this, right? So you sag your pants in her, man, somebody be up in your butt, you know? And it's just that. You sag your pants in her, man, somebody be up in your butt, you know? And it's just that simple.
Johnson even let the lockup crew know that when he was in his prime, they wouldn't be safe from his advances either.
If y'all had been in her back then in them days, and as much as I like booty, I probably felt one of y'all butts as y'all was walking past me and dared you to say so. I'm not no shame in my game. This is nothing that I'm ashamed to admit. I am what I am. I'm a warrior too, you know, so let that be known. I'm a warrior.
Yeah. I love that.
See, we got people talking about why didn't they, how he get out of prison? Why ain't nobody jump on him? You see me, right? You see me? You see that? Oh, you couldn't see that. Was that too quick? Nigga, I had punches. I had a hook off the jail. Did you see that? Hook off the jail.
Fuck.
See, all the time you plotting on some booty, you know, I done been like 8 or 9 months without masturbating. My balls is heavy. And when I unload this load, oh.
Hold up, good.
And so what I do is I talk to them. What's up, man? Where you from? All that shit. And they talk. See, that's another thing. You don't talk. Hey, look, bro. I don't know you. You don't know me, man. You know, I ain't trying to meet nobody. But they don't say all that. They talk. Oh, man, I'm from here. I'm from there. Yeah, man. You need anything, man? I'm next door, bro. You know, I run a store. You know, and I got pops, cookies, cakes, noodles, chili, crackers, bread. I got bologna, all that stuff in my store, man. I got a can of ham, mushroom, cream of mushroom, cream of chicken. I got clam chowder. I got banquet fried chicken. I got all that in my store, man.
Damn.
So, here's what they usually do. Hey, I said, yeah, bro. If I get something out of your store, how can I cook it? I said, hey, man, I'll cook it for you, man. They got microwaves out there and shit, too. So he buys a lot of shit. My job is to talk him into getting a lot of shit. And then one day I started raffling with him. I said, boy, you better start working out before somebody grab you, nigga. And I grab him. I know what you gonna do if somebody grab you like this and all that. He said, I'm gonna do this. Start raffling. And next thing I know, I switch homes, get him on the bed, pin him down.
Balls, man. did what?
I switch homes, get him on the bed, pin him down. I said, see you pit. Let him up. We eat. Go through that. The next thing I do is show him you can't whoop me. See, that's the next thing. I show him you ain't stronger than me and you can't whoop me. I show him that first. But I'm treating him good. Then we start doing a little pet thing. I said, what's up, man? You gonna shoot some ball with me today? Yeah, I get you. I said, yeah, that's what you said yesterday. Take him out on the basketball court.
Take him out on the bench.
Play ball, he back into me. Right, he backing in, I'm hunching and shit. I let him feel it, right? I'm hard. He feels that pop up against his butt. He feel it, right? He back into me. Ball court.
Hello, man.
Play ball, he back into me. Right, he backing in, I'm hunching and shit. I let him feel it, right? I'm hard. He feels that pop up against his butt every now and then. But he ain't saying nothing. So I take that into consideration. You know, he's supposed to say, hey man, what's up, man? Nigga, you hard or what? But he don't say nothing, you know, and we eat again. It go on and go on. And then next thing you know, I'm petting him. Good shot, man. I pet his ass. Good shot. I said, man, you really took me to the hoop that time. I said, I got something for you, though. I spin, dribble, go through my leg, crossover, fade back, shoot that Kobe shot, right? He said, man, you get me all the time. I said, man, it's Kobe, man. Kobe taught us his fade back shot, man. And then I pat his ass when he hits the shot. The next thing you know, I'm digging in it.
Oh, man. Oh, hey, look at bruh. Oh, man. You doing what?
I pat his ass when he hits the shot. The next thing you know, I'm digging in it.
Oh. Bro, look at his fingers, man. Oh, man.
I pat his ass when he hits the shot.
Hold on, man.
Then I pat his ass when he hits the shot. The next thing you know, I'm digging in it. Digging now. Good shot, man.
Hold on, man.
Good shot, man. Good shot. And I caress his butt. He don't say nothing. So, you know, and then next thing you know, I get him.
Got him.
You know, I get him into an argument. This is the next stage. I said, I create an argument. Hey, man, I looked in my cell, bro. You know, I moved you in here. I thought you'd be the perfect cellmate, bro. But look, 6 of my noodles is gone, bro. 10 of my chili. And you telling me you didn't eat it, so who you give it to? Man, I ain't giving it to nobody, all that shit. So we going through all of it. Man, I treat you like you a family, bruh. And you coming and steal from me, nigga. Man, I ain't steal from you, bro. I swear I didn't steal from you. So I grab him. I already know everything about him. His strengths and weaknesses. I learned that. So I grab him, we go to the bed, man. I get him in a hole that I already know he can't break out of. Keep him in there. Talk to me, nigga. Nigga, talk to me. I'm choking him out. And I do it. So I let him up. We sat on the bed. I said, look, man, I love you, man. You hear me? I love you. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't care about this shit, man. I love you, man. And let me tell you something else. I want you to be man. Be your what? I said, if you say you don't want to be man, I'm ready to die tonight. I'm ready to die. You know, I don't care if you kill me, you know. They kiss me again, we kisses.
Y'all what?
They kiss me again, we kisses.
Nigga, Roof.
They kiss me again, we kisses. And I'm hard, man. I just know it, boy. I've been waiting 5 months for this, man.
You been waiting
I
5
ain't
months?
masturbated, touched myself. My balls is heavy. Then I say, look, I don't want you to do nothing you don't want to do. Do you want to love me? He said, yes. I want to love you, please. All that was in his butt.
Hello, what was? Hello, man. What was in his butt?
All that was in his butt.
What was in it?
I pulled it out. That's what it sounded like. All that was in his butt.
Hello. Hey, I can't put it in slow motion. Oh yeah, I can.
But I pulled it out. That's what it sounded like. All that was in his butt. I pulled it out. That's what it sounded like. Juicy. So my investment paid off. So next thing I know, every day he comes in. I say, hey, baby, how was your day? It was good, Felice. I stroked him while I was up in it. I'm squeezing his breast that he called his chest. His breast now. Name chest, his breast. You're a woman now. My woman. I got to get you off. You know, what level would I be if I can't get my woman out? I'm stroking him. And he leaned back and was throwing it up in him. So I'm telling you young guys, I love you.
Yeah, no way. Hey.
My name is Ashley Puyol. I am the founder of a small company named Unwrap.
Them motherfuckers got me in that it's the first time I'm in jail now. I'm 14. Then I turned 15 in jail, 16 in penitentiary. Yeah, they say we sending him to prison. So soon I get there, I had 2 brothers, 2 cousins, and soon I got there, I seen some dude, he said, he saw me, somebody arrived on the street. He dropped all his shit. He said, oh, this is gonna be a good goddamn day, and took off running. Like, I don't know what that means, you know. Go get you something, go. We tore him up anyway, right? So, they not satisfied with me. They tell these, I'm in a reformatory. Send this to the worstest prison we got, Eddyville. So I go down there to Eddyville. And I've been hearing a lot about it because the prison I was in, when the guards come through at nighttime, said, if I call your name, you're going to Eddyville Penitentiary. Anthony Stark. Oh, God! Oh, no, please! They was that scared of Eddyville, right? I said, man, what the f is in Eddyville? So when they sent me, they called my name out. I said, good. Like that. They said, we'll see if you feel that way when you get there. So when I get there, I meet one of the dudes that was on my little boxing team at LaGrange, right? He said, hey, man, they got a thing in here where you don't eat cheese. I said, why? You eat cheese, they say you a wreck. Don't nobody eat this shit. And they had cheeseburgers on. I said, hey, man, can I get some of that? He said, you sure can. Try to be nasty, put a big block on my plate, right? They had steel trays back in. So he said, man, I ain't gonna sit at this table. I said, man, go on somewhere, ass nigga. So I sat down and I started hearing somebody holler, rat, rat, rat. I said, who's doing that shit? So I ate my cheeseburger.
I spot the table. Motherfucker looked me right in my face and said, I said, okay, let me go over and do it. So I took that tray like I was gonna dump, smack the shit out of it and mop that table, right? But they didn't think I was gonna come out of the hole. So when I came out, this tall black dude, he said, hey. I said, yeah. I don't know who you are, but I like what you did. I'm too old to fight. But you gonna need this. Gave me a butcher knife, a real one. Back then, you can get that shit out of the kitchen and all that shit. They got it tight now. You can't get shit out of it now, but I looked down there towards the hospital and here they come, a whole bunch of white boys come down the steps coming down. I'm down about the gym. I said, fuck it. I walked up the steps. I said, shit. Pulled the knife out and just started running towards them, right? I said, I'm gonna wipe some of them. They got me, but I'm gonna get their ass too. And they scared. They said, hold up, man, hold up. Hold up, man, we didn't come to fight, man. Hey, man, we like what you did, man. I don't know who put that shit out. They say, man, give me that knife, man. They go up there, he had a rifle. He done spotted something, he getting ready to shoot. So I put the knife off like that, I got it back though. But that was my first little situation. So I know I can fight now, right? They put me in the cell with this black nigga. They call him what was that ugly nigga name? Big Doc. He was about 6'5", real dark, had a big old nose. His nose about the size of my fist. Nigga had red eyes too, looked just like a big black monster, right? See, I didn't know when they put me in the cell that there was a hole in the wall. And this nigga took some cement back then they can get their hands on and put it over some paper. When it hardened, he blowed up a little balloon thing, put some baby powder in there and tied it. Braced it in the wall real good and put that over and painted it so it looked like the regular wall. I guess he put a little mark where you know where to hit. So when he run his hand through there and that bag bust, boom, it looked like he done knocked some bricks and shit out of the wall, right? And all that white shit will look like fragments of cemented dust floating in the air, but it ain't no but baby powder. See, I wasn't prepared for this shit, right? So I done traded my knife. I had another knife at that time, a little bitty pear knife about that big. So I'm sitting on the bottom bunk and he said, hey. I said, yeah. He said, shit. Started scratching down on and his thing popped out, right? So I said, okay, I know what time this shit is, right? I tried to ignore this shit, right? He said, this is your cell as much as this man. He said, oh, shit. So scratching again, his thing popped out again, right? He said, all I ask you to do is have clean up, you know, don't let nobody in my cell, you know. And then his thing is hard, and it's out of his drawers. So I said, man, you got to say something, man. This nigga, you know, the door is locked and all this shit. This nigga's big. And I was little then, right? You know, I just started developing my boxing skills and shit. So I ain't there yet. So I'm like, say something, man. So I got like a little tiny voice, like Tyson almost, right? I said, hey, man, why don't you show me some respect? He said, show you what? I said, respect. You don't think I'm gonna show you this big black cop. And took his hand and ran it through that hole, bam! And was shaking his arm like it was stuck in him. I'm up over his shit. This nigga done ran his hand through a goddamn wall. Oh, goddamn. And then he ran up, when he pulled his arm out, all that white shit all over his knuckles and shit, and I'm looking up at him like that. He said, stand up, stand up. I'm like, oh, goddamn. I say, look, man, don't do this, man. He said, nigga, stand up. So
Oh, God, scared.
Okay. He said, stand up. Stand up. I said, knuckle.
That nigga.
Up over his shit.
I love that nigga remember that shit when this first happened, man. God
Nigga
damn.
ran his hand through a
Still
goddamn
stuck in
wall.
his
Oh,
head.
goddamn. And then he ran up when he put his arm out, all that white shit all over his knuckles and shit. And I'm looking up at him like that. He said, stand up. Stand up. I'm like, oh, goddamn. I said, look, man, don't do this, man. He said, nigga, stand up. So I said, come on, man. He's a nigger. I said, man, if that nigga hit me, he gonna run his head through my goddamn chest. Fucking shit. I stood up, right? So he got right there, put his big lips on my ear, and motherfucker said, do I go fight you, nigga? All that shit. I couldn't even think straight. I said, only thing I could think of is nigga arm went through that wall, right? I don't know how to even evaluate this shit, right? He wouldn't even give me time to think. And then he was coming out with shit, and that nigga said, do I gotta fight you, nigga? Damn it. I said, no. Shit, nigga, just tell me where nigga, I'm gonna give this shit up. Nigga, you want my, you give me. But he made his mistake. See, I forgot about that little knife I had on me, right? He said, come here. You gonna be mad? I said, yeah. And nigga, and I was serious, nigga, to take me, nigga. Shit, fucking nigga run his head through my chest, right? And then the nigga kissed me, man. When I felt that big nasty ass tongue in my mouth, big like a big cow tongue, like a
Remember college. Well, now college is over.
boot, like the lip of a shoe lip or something. It was so nasty, man. I said, no, shit. That thing hit. I said, that nigga gonna have to kill me. Fucking nigga kiss me like that. So I hit him about 6 times real quick. And ran to the gate, started hollering, ah. Then all the inmates hollered, man down, guard, man down, man down. So I ran back on his ankles and ran back and nigga hit the floor. I ran back. I was just slicing, man. I was nervous. I said, man, if this nigga get up, it's over. You saw that nigga run his hand through that ball, right? And all them guards ran up and he said, man, come on, man. I said, shut up, nigga. I went down his way. I was just anywhere. You ain't getting up. I was hitting his feet. Now, he was trying to move his feet, and I was hitting his toes and all this shit. So when they came up, I'll show you how nasty they are. They said, back up. I backed up like that. They said, drop the weapon. Drop the goddamn weapon. I said, if I drop in that motherfucker spring up, it's over. Open the door, get this out of here first. Then I gave it to him. Them motherfuckers took me to the hole. And you won't believe this shit. Took me in front of the committee the next day. Said, we're going to let you out of the hole, drop the charges. You'll never see him again. Put me right back in the mother, because they were real racist down there. And put me back in there, I had to clean up all the blood and all this shit. Everything in there that was his is now mine. You know, thanks for the stereo and all this shit, nigga. They had 8 tracks and shit back in, right? You know. So it went well. So from then on, everybody on the yard is like, hey, man, what's up, young man? I said, hey. So they like, hey, this nigga, this little young motherfucker, he's some shit, right? Boy, the next time I went to the hole, see, this is what changed me. They walk past all the cells. When you go in the hole, you see a whole bunch of dirty cells, clean cells. Then the guard said, open cell 11. Shut the door, took the handcuffs off, all this shit. So I flipped my mattress back. Floor got water all over the floor and shit. So I said, hey, man. He said, yes. I said, can y'all put me in another cell? It's got water all over. He said, no. I said, let me talk to the lieutenant. He said, lieutenant's busy. I said, bitch, let me talk. Lieutenant! I said, how? So he come up there. He said, turn around and be handcuffed. I said, what you doing? He said, you disturbing the walk. I said, how the fuck? He said, bring him. So they rushed me off the wall, took me downstairs, took me down in the dungeon, stripped me naked, and 4-pointed me. I'm like this, ankles and shit, 4 point on my stomach. So it's real hot down there. So I went to sleep, man. You know how you cuss and shit, then you get tired. I woke up, man, it was like 500 flies eating out of my ass, bro. Flies. I couldn't even get them out. Every time I moved, they go deeper, like I had a vibrator in my goddamn right? And I was just so up over shit. I was like, oh! And them, they buzzing and shit, man. And one of them felt like he was in me, right? And my fly felt like it was.
They were doing what?
And this shit, man. And one of them felt like he was in me, right? And my fly felt like it was like my shit was over. I couldn't even shake him out. And none of that shit. So I just laid. I said, take this shit, man. This motherfucker had a field day eat my ass out, right? And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna get him back. They got me up. These white motherfuckers got me up down there, right? So when I got back up on my walk, I told everybody on the walk, when you shit, send it down to me in a cup. 'Cause I got a bucket. I'm gonna get them back. You ain't gonna disgrace me like that. So I took 5 cans of Magic Shade, put it in. I had duty. I chopped up. I don't want it bounce off for you. I'll make it thick like a milkshake. I'm gonna make a motherfucker stick on you. When you rub it, you be smearing it. Put broken and I make it cut your motherfucker. And then that Magic Shade gonna make your hair come out. So that's the trip part. And put milk in a sour milk and some funky shit, right? And let it sit. So they say, here it comes, Felice. Don't do it, man. These will kill you, man. Man, when he came down, he said, you won't see me, Belson Johnson? I said, yeah, boost. That motherfucker stood back and just started throwing up and did like he had a beard. His beard came off, so he had tripped him out. So now here come a whole lot of them. When they come in front of my door, I got the whole crowd. Now the policy says the only thing you can do, he shit down, y'all can't be part of the crew that comes and get him. Only thing y'all can do is write him up. He threw shit on me. See, they were stung on that point. They didn't want to go past that point right there. Then they got to the point that man want to talk to me. Hey, Johnson, can we talk to you? I said, yeah, come up here a little closer, 'cause I can't really hear you, you know. And I don't want to inmates hear what I got to say, and he walk up close, boost. So I got all of them. I got the nurses, I got the doctors. They brought some people in from Frankfurt. Lawmakers and shit. They want to see what the f is going on in this penitentiary. These guards are saying they getting shit down. Then I got all the inmates joined in on it, right? I said, you don't shit them down, you gonna get shit down. And you put that on every goddamn wall, you know, and so everybody took it. So now we got a shit war going on. To when they feed us, they'll come on the bullhorn, Felice Johnson. I said, yeah, I'm in the last cell. We get ready to come on and walk and feed the inmates. Can we? I said, yeah, give everybody 2 trays. And they do it. So we had a field day for 6 years. We threw shit on them until they came out with a law saying now it's a felony. So we fell back. But about at that time, man, I'm still fighting in there, man. I'm having like trouble with these in here. And like his black guard, another thing y'all didn't know, I went 21 days without eating in prison. 21 days. They had one of them old chalk mouth black dudes, and he's thought he was white. He's a lieutenant. He's out milk in a hole. And I said, hey, Mr. Colby, can I get some more milk, man? He don't like no city talk, no slick talk. You sure can through the whole picture in my face, right? You think twice before you marry me again, won't you, boy? When he came back on the walk, I threw piss in his face. He came back and said, you know what, Johnson? I like you because you stand up for yourself and you will fight back. And I respect that in a man. I took that for granted. And when I was getting ready to eat my food, I seen all them bugs and worms and shit, that black nasty nigga done put in my food. I said, okay, now, here's what I'm gonna do about that. I'm not eating. They said, yeah, you. I said, no, I won't. So now they said, you on a hunger strike? I said, yeah, a hunger strike to live, not to die, to live. So they couldn't figure that part out. They said, who's your representative? I said, the Muslims. So, you know, you contact them if I got to go to the devil and explain to them. So then, when we got on 15 days, they would open my door and put food from McDonald's, Long John Silver, KFC, whole lot of it on my, right there. I could smell it good as hell too, boy. I thought, oh God. When I got to 21 days, I went from 196 to 132 pounds in 21 days. They always come over and always make me stand on, you know, take every day now. When it got past 10 days, the nurse will come over and make me take my weight. Make me get on the scale and see if I'm really eating or not eating. If anybody's sneaking me food, or I ain't eating shit. You know, and then they transferred me to North Point. Luther Lucky. And when I got there, Lieutenant Gill, I'm filing a lawsuit because I'm in it. I said, I'm going to sue these now. My ink ran out. So I went in the office and this lady, Miss Black, I said, do you have a pen? So Lieutenant Gill, he said, no, she ain't got no pen. I said, there's a whole big cup of them right there. He said, give me that pen you got. He said, it's a state issue. I'm going to consider it contraband. Get the out of his office. So I went to see the legal aid. He said, no, they can't take it to us because they give it to us to issue out to y'all. I said, thank you. So I went back to the office and somebody was getting ready to come out. I kicked the door and the door went back and the whole window bust out. I reached over and grabbed all the shit. I said, ain't nobody taking a goddamn thing from me, right? He said, you going to administrative control unit. Try to grab me, I mopped him. Mopped this. Let me tell you what I did to her. Tore her whole dress off. Everybody said, man, pull out them panties, dog. Because the guard done ran. I done beat him. He done ran out the door. Ain't no stop me. I got this bitch. I was whooping her, right? You know, nasty ass bitch. I said, man, all you niggas need to do, y'all niggas, you need to get a pillowcase, turn some holes in it, and put a blanket over his bitch, take her on in that shower. They did it. They came out with shit over their face, covered that bitch, took in that bathroom, tore her up. I went outside, and I got a piece of a broken chair in my hand. So here they come from the administration building, running down her. So all the inmates out there said, police dropped the weapon, man. I said, then when they came out, they said, drop the goddamn weapon, drop it. I said, make me drop it. They said, police, they will shoot you, man. Drop. I went on and dropped it and all that shit. They tried to, after they handcuffed, you know, when they get you handcuffed, they want all that old shit. I said, okay, have fun. But they sent me back to Eddyville. Eddyville sent me to Easton, where Gerald was at. Now, they call that, Easton was considered, them little young ones down there, but they wasn't no joke. Gladiator school, that's what they called it. And I said, I'm not going to stay down there. I killed one of them, man. I went in, the warden's wife was a unit administrator. I said, I'd like to go back to Eddyville. She said, you just got here. You got to be here a minimum of 6 months before we can consider transferring you. I said, look, I don't want to force my way. She said, did you say force? Are you making a threat? Because I can put you in the hole. I said, man, fuck this shit. Jumped up on her desk, pulled my pants down, and shit right there in front of her on her goddamn desk. Reached down, grabbed some paper, wiped my ass through it, and it stuck on her, right? I said, call somebody. When they took me to Eddyville, they took me naked, laid me on the motherfucking thing, and left. And the lady in the tower, the warden lived across the street, came across, said, is this how they brought him? Then the senior captain came, he said, call the state trooper, and have them stop there and lock them up. They got locked up for that. They didn't give this brought me there like that. So I've been through a lot of shit. I'm talking a lot. I need to let y'all ask me some questions.
No, you good. You doing good. I mean, whenever
so, by that time, I started getting into boxing and all this stuff, and my hands got a little good. I stayed in fights and stuff for a while, you know. Some of my fights I started. And with Donut. Donut was he was going with this sissy, gonna move in the tail with him. They say the sissy was rich. Donut was a gangster on the street. So I took his sissy's canteen, and then I'm on the wall. I said, Donut, you hear I took your boy's stuff? He said, look, let me tell you something. He said, I remember you when you was young. I used to run you home, boy. I ain't got time for this. I said, you, your mammy. It killed the whole comment. My mouth was nasty like that. Came out in that morning, I looked at that nigga and said, bam! He hit me right there, black both my eyes with one punch, right? He made a mistake when we was going down, you know, this is letting out for breakfast. So he stand over in the corner. He said, you want some more? I said, yeah, I do. You know, cause where I came from, you get your lick back. It ain't over till you get that lick back. I tore him up. But when I came out of the kitchen, the gym just opened. So I went up in the top bleachers, and I'm looking out the window. I heard somebody holler, block that way out, block that door out. So here come him and all his crew running up, pulling out weapons and shit. They say, don't let him run, block that door out. Then the Tinsley brothers came in, and they stopped it. No, come on, man, he's young, y'all don't. So all that was stopped, you know. And then Country pulled a knife on me, headed at my throat, nigga crying and shit. I killed him. They said, come on, Country, man, come on, man. He said, oh, man, he deserved to die. When they got the knife away, they said, apologize to him, I knocked him out. Nigga, f you. Ain't no way in the world we can stay on this loop. Nigga, you pull a weapon on me, you gotta go. Got to go, I'm not doing that shit. You know, watching my back over none of you motherfuckers, right? So I fought. And then these sissies, man, the booty man thing, see. Now I done been in a while, nuts is hot, all this shit. And you know, I ain't never had a girl on the street, cause I was locked up as a child.
How long you had been in at this time?
Man, I've been in about 18, 20 years, right?
And you had never messed around?
No, I used to talk about them. You nasty motherfucker, God should burn all you son of a... all this shit, right? And what I was fighting was the fact that I was finding some of them motherfuckers attractive that was making me mad, right? I was like, hold up, man, I know I ain't supposed to call. I see one motherfucker, his ass was so big and beautiful. I said, God damn. Motherfucker got buffalo, right? You know, motherfucker got thunder back there. His ass is powerful. And and then when you stay there, you watch, suck dicks every day. You go in the shower, see people getting in their ass. Everything down there looked like it was normal. Motherfuckers getting married, fighting, and all this shit. Arguing with their sissy. Look, baby, you know how to, no, you don't love me. You was with that bitch. Look, I wasn't with the bitch. I said, God damn. You
We all have one.
Hello.
Meet Preston, a man in his 70s coming to meet a girl that is the same age as his great-granddaughter at the local library. While it's impressive that this stud can still get it up and travel to meet her underage decoy, there's one little thing I forgot to mention. His wife of 50 years is back at the house, sick, waiting on him. On today's episode of Dirty Grandpa, we find out that age is just a number and jail is just a cell. So sit back, relax, and please hit that like button, subscribe, and share today's explosive episode of EDP Watch.
All right, what's good, YouTube, man? Welcome back to a brand new episode of EDP Watch. And for this one, the decoy that I had do this guy, I actually found her from my website. I put out a post on there saying that I was hiring some decoys. She answered the call, and this is actually her first EDP that she brought to us, and his name is Preston Bolin. Preston Bolin is a 74-year-old man who is married, by the way, and has grandchildren, who is coming here to meet a 15-year-old girl. We also have suspicion that he is into CP as well, but we'll figure that out later. And he's actually been caught before by his family. He got caught talking to our decoy, and his family made him stop talking to her. And then this man made a brand new Discord to talk to her some more. Like, A, I don't know how he has Discord, and B, I don't know why he would double back, but he's showing up, man. We're gonna meet him here at the library. So I really don't got much else to say, y'all. This dude is very bad. We gotta do what we do. If you guys can, please be sure to hit that like button, support the channel. Also follow us on EDP Watch because you guys watch the videos early on there, and we're gonna be having live streaming capabilities soon for only members of EDP Watch. So soon, all 14,000 of y'all on EDP Watch will be able to watch the live catches and everything. YouTube, you guys will still get it, but you know, you guys can watch it live. So be sure to follow us on there. We'll get it.
When your dog hears the call of the wild, have the right fuel to answer. Blue Wilderness Chicken, with 30% more protein than Purina Pro Plan chicken, is formulated to give your dog the energy they need to take on the wild with you. Blue Wilderness, stay wild.
Hello, sweetie. How are you? What are you doing?
Hi, I just woke up.
I love your pictures. You are so beautiful. I'm a 75-year-old man. How are you, sweetie?
Oh, I'm almost 14. Thank you. You're so sweet.
Wow, you are very young and beautiful. I didn't know you were so young.
Aw, I'm sorry. Am I too young?
I'm not gonna get in trouble chatting with you, am I, sweetie?
I don't think so.
I don't want you getting in trouble, sweetie. Is that okay?
Aw, you're so nice.
Are you a cheerleader?
I'm not, but I kind of wanted to try it out.
You can do anything you want, sweetie. You are so sweet and very beautiful. Could I have a picture of you to keep? Thank you for your beautiful picture. I have it saved as Cat. Now I will always have you in my life.
Aw, I love that.
Sweetie, you make it easy for me to be a gentleman. You're so sweet. You are like my granddaughter.
Wait, do you have a girlfriend?
I have a wife, but she is not in good health. I take care of her. And you just stole my heart. You are so sweet, and I love chatting with you.
I hope to see you at one point.
I hope you do too, sweetie. But it would be an honor to see and hug you and hopefully a kiss.
Really? I'm glad.
You are making this old man horny. Wish I could show you what you made rise.
What did I make rise?
You know what, sweet baby? Are you trying to make me talk naughty to you? Do you like sucking? Do you like sitting on my face?
I don't know if I'd be any good at it.
I would love to make you squirm. Could I eat you out?
When?
Whenever we get together. Now I'm so horny, I'm about to bust. I have to go. My wife just got up. I love you.
We're at the library right now, so we have to whisper. But he should be on the way here soon. He only lives like 10 minutes from here. Apparently, like his wife is sick or something like that. So he's leaving his sick wife. You can even wait till death do you part. Always wait for him to come in the back. Okay, get your backpack. Hey, Mr. Preston.
What's this? What the f is this?
Do you want to watch EDP Watch episodes early and completely uncensored? Do you want to listen in on these disturbing one-on-one calls we have with these monsters?
Do you usually like rub your or do you hear it?
And do you want to support our mission to protect those who cannot protect themselves? Then why not join EDPWatch.com?
It's showtime!
Get extended, early, uncut, and exclusive never-before-seen episodes, full uncensored chat logs, audio calls, access to the exclusive Discord, and the chance to be flown out and do an EDP catch with yours truly, DeMarcus Hanson. All for the low, low price of $4.45. So what are you waiting for? Pull a Marquise Brownie and speed on over to edpwatch.com. The following content may cause extreme discussions and embarrassment.
I just want to talk outside about these chat logs with her and everything. Is that cool? I don't want your wife or any of your family finding out about this. I just want to have a God's honest conversation. We'll just go outside and talk so that way no one hears us.
What you told me?
Huh?
What are you told me?
I don't want to have to embarrass you and show you the messages or nothing.
What you told me, man?
Yeah, but like I said, I don't want to tell your wife or anything. Mr. Preston, I'm here to talk about her. The reason why I want to talk to you is I don't want anyone to figure out about this. Would you be down to have a conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can just go outside. No one needs to know about this. Here, I'm gonna get the door for you, sir. I respect my elders, yes, sir. Nice to meet you. My name's Alex Rosen. Nice to meet you. Would you like to call me Mr. Bolin or Mr. Preston would be better? Okay, Mr. Preston.
We're not doing this, anything.
We can walk further down if that's okay. I didn't want to come here and put your business out here or nothing, you know what I mean? I didn't tell none of your family.
But you here? You come here for something?
To have a God's honest conversation, that's it. I mean, can we talk right here or? Because I mean, her mom wanted me to talk to you about this. I don't want this to land on anyone else's desk, sir. You know what I mean? I don't think you're a bad dude. Mr. Preston, man, I don't want to. Mr. Preston, I don't want to have to call the police. I really don't. Okay. Yeah, I'll call. Damn, I didn't think he was gonna run. Here, let's go. He just took off. Shit. Well, we got his address. Here, let's get to his house.
We'll just call the police at his house.
Oh my gosh. Old bird ran.
We're gonna try to beat him there.
This is it right here. How you doing, ma'am? It's a blissful day. Pretty blessed. Not too bad. Hello, how you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing fine.
Good, good. If you don't mind me asking, is this your husband right here, Preston?
Yeah.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he actually went to the public library. He came to meet what he thought was a young girl. When he saw that it was us, he like took off and everything. Obviously, I don't want to get anybody else involved and everything. The girl was underage. Do you know where he might have went? Maybe you can call him. Do you have his phone number by any chance? Oh, you don't?
I don't even know what mine is.
But do you kind of understand what I'm saying about, yeah.
You don't know the girl?
I do know the girl. Yeah, her mother let me know about it. She's 16 years old and he came to do sexual things with her. He sent her very explicit photos and he went over to the library to go meet with her to have, intercourse with her.
He goes to church and he doesn't usually do anything.
Yes, ma'am, but obviously I don't want to show you it, but he sent the girl photos of him fully naked. He told her very sexual things. Obviously I'm not going to show you that stuff because that's just too graphic, but he was stepping out on you. Does he have any weapons on him by any chance? Any like firearms? Okay, just want to make sure. Is that his truck right there? Oh yeah, that is his truck. Yeah, I'm just gonna have a God's honest conversation. Hey, Mr. Preston, listen, I don't want to get anybody else involved. Like, we could talk right out here, no cameras, no nothing. This is just genuinely for the mother because the mother is very worried right now, sir.
I don't care about having no conversation.
Okay, can I ask why?
I don't know what you're getting into here.
The 13-year-old girl that you had came into the library to meet.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we didn't just meet each other at the library? I'm not police, I'm just like a concerned citizen. Her mom reached out to me. She told me about, what was going on and everything. I genuinely don't think you're a bad guy. If I did, I would not be talking to you right now. Is it cool we just talk out here by ourselves? We're gonna just talk it out and everything, and then afterwards, I'll give you a firm handshake. But I don't think you're a bad guy at all. You have granddaughters, you have kids, and I hear you're a Christian, right?
I am.
So, you know what the Bible says about lying. I'm gonna talk to you and have a God's honest conversation with you.
Just ask me what you want.
How did you meet and started talking to her, pretty much?
She come to me.
So she came to you, messaging you?
Yeah, she did. I even deleted her and she come back and found.
Adobe Creative Cloud, it's a fantastic toolkit for me. It's the same as my scissors, my pen, my inks. It's part of my craft.
I'm gonna have to contest on that because you had deleted her, but then you had came back a little bit later. You had said something about your family had caught you talking to her, right?
Right. And we cannot deleted everything.
You deleted everything?
Deleted everything, then she come back and found me again.
Why did you keep on talking to her?
Yeah, because she seemed so insistent.
But so all those messages that were sent, those were you and everything?
Most of them were, I think.
Okay, hey, I appreciate that. How old are you? 73, 74?
Soon be 75.
I'm not trying to see a almost 75-year-old man in jail, you know, for a simple mistake. You know what I mean? I think it's just one of those things where you just gotta talk about it. It's the awkward thing. But are you okay? You seem kind of little. Oh yeah. Hey, don't worry about none of that. She's not gonna know any of this at all. So why did you send her so many images of you naked? She asked you for those pictures?
She did. I told her I didn't want to do that.
Do young girls be hitting you up a lot on?
No.
So this doesn't happen a lot?
No, I've never had this happen before in my life.
Really? So this is the first time?
This is the first time.
Oh my gosh. I see that you're on Signal, right?
Yes, that's where we met at first.
He's just my Uber driver, that's all. Yes, ma'am. But I think he said you want to have just a private one-on-one conversation, you know, man to man. I told him that I would keep it between us. And I promise right after, you know, I'll give you a good handshake if you just give us just a quick second, ma'am.
I don't think you should. I think I should be involved. I think this concerns me.
I feel like just man to man have to talk, and then, you know, obviously afterwards you guys can talk. But if you could just give us just about 10 minutes, just, you know, alone time, and then I promise, you know, we can talk to you, ma'am.
How can it be just his business when I've been married to him for 50-something years?
No, yes, ma'am, absolutely. And I promise you guys could talk about that after. I just want to, you know, I'm just here to have a conversation with him.
Well, can I tell you something?
Yes, ma'am.
You said sexual. It has something to do with sexual?
Yeah.
He can't even have sex. He has a heart problem and he takes pills for his heart.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's what we're here getting situated. You know, like I said, I'm a straight edge guy. I'm just a regular American citizen. You know, I met Trump at the UFC 303. I'm a red all the way, but
Let me talk to him and see what we got going on here.
give us 10 minutes and I promise we'll knock back, okay? You see, I'm not letting your business get out there.
You get me in big trouble.
No. No, I promise. I haven't showed her nothing. I'm not gonna tell her nothing.
You already done it.
No, sir.
She's gonna leave me now regardless, so you can just
God, no.
Tell me what you want.
Listen, I don't want her to leave you. Listen.
You want something. Tell me what you want. Let me get this over with.
Yes, sir. So you said that you were on Signal, right? On Signal, like, they like be posting some crazy stuff on there. Like, you ever seen any images of like little girls or anything like that? Like young girls?
No, I haven't. This is the first time I've ever seen anything like it.
Okay, so you're being honest with me here about that, right?
I'm being honest about that.
Okay, because I'm not gonna lie, I have some chat logs that say stuff different where images of little girls were sent before. How long has that been going on since you've been sending images of young girls?
I don't know anything about that.
You would shake my hand and look me in my eye and promise?
I promise you, I never sent nothing to no little girl.
So, you know, you've been married for 50 years. Why would you step out on your wife like this, sir?
I was just being sweet with this girl. I wasn't gonna fool with her.
So what were you coming to meet her with then?
I just wanted to see her. I just wanted to meet her. That's it.
Like a grandfather, kind of.
I mean, that's just all it was to it.
Who in your family caught you before talking to her?
Oh, they didn't really catch me. They was asking questions about somebody that was posted on Twitter to me.
So, like, what did your kids say?
And it was the name was Kit Kat, and one of my granddaughters, she saw that message from Kit Kat to me, a message from Kit Kat.
And what did that message say?
She didn't say. She just said that she saw it on there.
Like, did they just told you to stop talking to her? So why'd you keep on talking to her?
I didn't. I deleted it right after that, and then she got back hold of me again.
I mean, but you didn't have to keep on responding.
And I didn't understand what she was into. I didn't know what she was doing, and I was trying to find out what was going on. Would you please hurry up and get in?
Yes, sir. Hey, like I said, when you go inside, you could tell her anything you want. So this is your granddaughter, right? And this is your penis, right? Why would you send your penis to a 15-year-old girl?
She asked me.
I read through these entire messages, and not one time did she ever ask you for a picture of your penis.
I asked her what she wanted, and I was just being foolish. I'll be honest with you, I was being foolish.
I'm gonna be But like, shouldn't your wife be the only one seeing this? I just want to figure out why you were talking to her. I mean, would you want to talk to her mom?
It was a mistake. And I shouldn't have been talking to her, but I thought she was just lonesome and wanted somebody to talk to, and then it got a little bit further, and she kept pushing me into something that she wanted me to do. I read the Texas, you read it.
Is it because you and your wife maybe not have sex anymore?
We don't, I can't.
You can't have sex? So why were you telling her that you would do all these sexual things to her?
I knew it was a mistake I should never done.
Maybe we could put this hitch down and we could sit down. Yeah.
Get to the point that I got to get in and sit down and try to explain this to my wife.
I mean, I think this is the point, though. It's like, why'd you run off whenever I was trying to talk to you? Were you scared?
Yep.
What were you scared of?
I was down.
Oh, is it because I'm black and, you know, maybe robbing or something?
They shooting going on down there all the time.
Oh, no, you know, I'm not going to call the police or anything. If I wanted to do that, I wouldn't be here talking with you.
It was a mistake and I shouldn't have done it. It was set up and that's all I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I can let you talk to her mom, and I promise you it's not a setup.
I just want you to tell me what you want and let's get it over with.
I mean,
why are you running it out?
What do you want me to do? Like, I mean, obviously you could tell me to leave, run out of here and stuff like that. You know, this is your property, honestly, but like, I'm just trying to be a saving grace and just talk to you about this.
I don't understand why you're lingering on. Why don't you just tell me what you want and let's just get it over with.
What could I want from you, Mr. Bowen?
I don't.
90 day on the
form, like, this shit is crazy. Everybody going, bro.
So look.
Oh, you just want.
Translate entire websites.
Oh, you just want love.
I just want to get a picture of you with your first fish. Can you smile?
Just get it over with. Get it over with. Oh, that's not that bad, actually.
Oh my God! Surprise! Damn.
Okay, ready? One.
Hey, some shit I do right here.
Wow, you're doing a good job. Watch the wheel.
I'm so glad I got this.
Stop recording me.
You get what?
These are the dumbest drivers ever. These guys were just finishing up filming their podcast, but were rudely interrupted.
It got so quiet in here. How did I...
Yeah. AMG. How you lose control? How you lose control of an AMG? Come on, nah. If you can't handle that power, bro, just stick with a 4-cylinder.
They thought it was a good idea to pass in front of a police officer that was going too slow.
Go.
Shut up.
Over 60. You go a little faster than that. You're over like 61.
I hope he pulls you over. Oh my god, he's pulling you over.
Why?
This guy found a driver that was asleep at a green light.
Let me tell y'all, when I was working in Houston, I fell asleep at the light, bruh. I woke up, car just passing me, bruh. Blowing that horn while I was out of there. I worked the fucking overnight shift, 3 a.m. to 7 a.m., maybe 9 a.m. It depends on how busy it is. Wow. I would never work an overnight graveyard shift ever again in my life. That's how I got fired. Goddamn overnight shift, tired, going in, going break, go to sleep.
They somehow forgot to close their door.
What is happening?
Why are they still going?
I don't know, but I don't want to drive past them.
Oh my god, not them speeding up.
He didn't properly tie down his mattress.
It's always Texas, bro. I'm telling you. The fuck it, boy, I would've lost control of that bitch, boy. Ain't no way. That nigga steering that bitch smooth as fuck.
He forgot to close his door, but his car was nice enough to help out.
Always a truck driver, man.
They thought they were driving on a road, but they were actually driving on a frozen river.
Ballsy.
You can see it.
So this driver thought they were putting their foot down on the brake pedal.
Damn.
There's a lot of dumb drivers in this video, but I think this is the winner. These people said that they were just following their GPS and it said to turn into the water.
There's a line in the front of the boat. Sean, throw me the swimming buoy. Yeah. Throw me the swim buoy. We need somebody to pull on this fucking thing. All right.
This person ran into the same car twice within a few minutes. After the crash, they got out to exchange information. She couldn't figure out why her gas cap wasn't moving to the other side of the car.
What the fuck? Damn.
This Amazon driver didn't realize that they were driving on a bike path.
And we'll see you in person just a bit, but I think that this message tonight is the one.
So this should be interesting.
Big risk coming even this close to this water. How close are we? See for yourself.
That's so fun. Coolest plugin I ever used. Arcade. It's used by the top artists and producers in the game. You could chop samples, play out instruments, or use loops, all in one place. Come on now. When you have a plugin that good, that's all you really need. If you want to try it out, you can sign up for a 7-day free trial. I love how I could play this out on my keyboard with the piano in real time, and it's automatically tempo synced. I could play both of them at the same time. That's crazy. You can use the black notes to kind of manipulate and change up the sample in ways that I honestly would never think of. Isn't that that's you can't name one other plugin that acts like this. It's just so cool to have that much creative freedom over the sounds that you're using. You really get to manipulate it to make it your own. That's beautiful. You could go to the sampler generator right here, and that will chop up that specific sampler loop. Yo, I could go up an octave. Oh, that's fire. Adds more movement to it. That's beautiful. I could go to instrument, and now I can start to use this more of like an everyday VST.
He took this left turn a little too fast. This truck driver didn't properly tie down their tarp. They just got their car cleaned after coming out of the car wash. This has to be the worst parallel parker.
I'm finna run to the store right quick, man. I need something to drink. too vegan. Let's go. This ain't no way I could.
GTA 4 was released over 15 years ago, and in my opinion, it is one of the best installments of the GTA series ever created. I'd even say it's better than GTA 5. Who knows? Maybe Rockstar Games is already working on the GTA 4 remaster of GTA 4. Just take a look at this. The first thing that catches the eye is the graphics improvement. The most important mod that totally changes the game visually is Ice Enhancer 4. Vanilla GTA 4's graphics is really unique. For some people it may be off-putting, so if someone hasn't played this game yet for this reason, or would like to replay it but in a refreshed version, trying out this mod could be a good reason. So what exactly is Ice Enhancer 4? It's a graphics mod based on ENB series. ENB series operates through a process called Dynamic Link Library Injection. It involves adding a custom DLL file like D3D9 for DirectX 9 games into the game's directory. When the game runs, it loads this DLL along with its own, allowing ENB series to intercept and modify the game's rendering calls. One of the primary functions of ENB series is to add post-processing effects. These are visual effects that are applied after the game has been rendered by the GPU, but before the final image is displayed on the screen. Effects like bloom, depth of field, ambient occlusion, and more are achieved this way. The original ENB series mod for games like GTA 4 is more of a framework or toolset rather than a complete visual overhaul. It provides the basic functionality and the means to alter graphical elements of the game, but by itself, it might not dramatically improve the game's appearance. Essentially, it lays the groundwork for further modifications. Modders can use this tool to create their own presets, tweaking various aspects like lighting, shadows, color correction, and more. The Ice Enhancer mod, created by a modder known as Ice LaGlace, is an excellent example of what can be achieved with ENB series as a base. Ice Enhancer is a highly advanced preset for ENB series that significantly enhances the visual appearance of GTA 4. What sets mods like Ice Enhancer apart is the level of detail and expertise in shader programming. Ice LaGlace, in this case, writes and adapts numerous shaders to enhance various aspects of the game's graphics. I'm using this mod thanks to the early access for the supporters and beta testers while it is being developed. The mod will be released once the supporters testing it give the author a green light because he wants to be sure that it is 100% ready. He said he rushed the release of the previous version of the mod and he doesn't want to repeat that mistake. So, what exactly is this mod changing in the game? A lot of things. Starting with the screen space ambient occlusion, which is a shading and rendering technique used to calculate how exposed each point in a scene is to ambient lighting. Simply put, it's used to add realism to the way shadows are rendered in 3D environments. In traditional rendering, shadows are often only cast where direct light is blocked, like from the sun or a lamp. However, in real life, areas where objects are close to each other tend to be darker because they block out ambient light. SSAO simulates this effect by darkening these areas, adding depth and a more natural three-dimensional look to scenes. Then we've got the screen space indirect lighting and screen space global illumination. These techniques are related and are about simulating how light bounces off surfaces and illuminates other surfaces. In real life, when light hits an object, it doesn't just stop there. Some of it bounces off and lights up surrounding areas. This is known as indirect lighting or global illumination. Next thing on the list is World Space Sun, which enhances the realism of how sunlight affects the game world, creating more life lifelike outdoor scenes. And there's also Sky Global Illumination, which is simulating the ambient light produced by the sky. Unlike direct sunlight, sky lighting is a softer, more diffused form of illumination that affects the overall tone and atmosphere of the environment. It's particularly noticeable on overcast days or in shadows where direct sunlight is absent. The list of effects doesn't stop there, of course. Next up, we've got better clouds, improved car reflections and refractions, new water shader, which is a unique feature for the GTA 4 mods. Then it has the new color implementation, new bloom, physically correct lighting, volumetric fog, anamorphic flare, new motion blur, fixes for some shaders, like grass during rain. And there is also an optional fix for Vanilla Cars glass, which is normally super shiny and bright. Also, a very important feature which makes the mod very customizable is the implementation of 3 sliders for color temperature, gamma, and motion blur intensity. So if you prefer a closer look to the vanilla game, warmer colors, and darker tone, you can freely do it with these sliders. Of course, it won't look the same as the original game though, but if you're not a fan of changing the vanilla graphics while modding GTA 4, check out the TJGM video of fixing the game with 4 mods. Ice Enhanced